Hey guys, me again. I wanted to make a quick video because I realized that in my last one there was something that I left out that probably a lot of people are wondering about. And that is how did I get this job? How did I become an animal control officer? How can you become an animal control officer? It's like 100 degrees in my area right now, so I am sorry. I have the AC blasting. I am so sorry if that's loud. But yeah, so people keep asking me like, oh, like, how did you get that job? Do you have a degree in conservation or biology or, I don't know, something else animal-y? And the answer is no. I do not actually have any degree in anything animal related. My degree is actually in political science, because I was going to go to law school. So I have no like degree that has anything to do with animals. However, whenever I graduated from college, I started staying at home with my children, and then whenever I decided to go back to work, I ended up getting a really good position at my local like humane society. And it wasn't anything special or crazy. It was literally, I was cleaning kennels all day and dumping litter boxes and cleaning and giving all the dogs and cats food and water. So it wasn't anything insane. It wasn't fancy. I had thought about working at the zoo before, but the zoo does typically require a bachelor's degree if you're doing something intensive, like doing training or working like hands-on with the animals and stuff like that. I mean, obviously you don't need a degree if you're gonna just work the concession stand or whatever, but you know what I mean. So what had happened was I started working at the Humane Society and I absolutely hated it. And so I decided to quit. I hated cleaning kennels. I was so sick of it. So I quit that job. I was only there for like a month. And I do not know how different animal control agencies operate, but for mine, you just needed professional experience handling animals. And they didn't like specify like what kind or anything like that, but I did have the Humane Society on my resume, and while I was only there for like a month, I had basically learned a lot about how to tell, you know, an animal's like behavior, their mood, see if they're aggressive, not aggressive. Obviously, I know how to handle myself around the aggressive animals, and then also using a control pole to move an aggressive dog, and just being aware of my surroundings. Basically, I just gained whatever experience I needed from the Humane Society, and also just from owning dogs and cats my whole life. Like, hello, most of us have owned a dog or know somebody who owns dogs, stuff like that. So that was really, so basically I have very little like professional, I guess, experience. I've been here for basically a year now at this point. So I have like a year of experience under my belt now, but I don't know exactly what other animal control agencies require. So like if you live in a big city that might be more like New York or Texas, somewhere in Texas, like I know Houston has a huge animal control. If you lived in like Seattle, places like that, they may require that you have at least like a year of experience or 2 years, or they may even require a zoology degree or something along those lines. I just know that for my municipality, we do not require a college degree or anything. I mean, obviously, like, whatever credentials you can have that make your resume stand out, then great. Like, we had a girl who actually came here from the zoo, and probably having that experience was the top reason that, you know, she got hired. Because she knew what she was doing. She was smart. She was, you know, not running around trying to play with every dog that she met. And unfortunately, that's just the sad reality of this job, is everyone thinks they're just going to get this job and get to play with puppies and kittens all day, and that is not what it is. A lot of it is picking up dead animals, a lot of it is abuse, a lot of it is neglect, and a lot of it is just very depressing, honestly. So people always get this job and think it's going to be fun, it's going to be great and happy, and a lot of times it's just not. A lot of times you have to hold a dog while it dies. You may have to hold a cat while it takes its last breath. That's just kind of how it goes. However, I like to think that I'm at least giving all these animals that I'm spending time with some good memories while I have them. And so to me that makes it more worth it. But I did want to share that because people had been asking about qualifications or like how you would become an animal control officer. And honestly, I would just start reaching out to your own local municipalities, your own governments. Sometimes depending on where you live, there will be multiple animal control agencies. Like we have a few separate ones around us for different municipalities. And then we also have one main one that covers like the entire area. So depending on where you are, I would definitely try looking it up. Go to their animal control website, see if they have any openings, or you can check if you have a website that's like government specific jobs. You could try looking at that. That's where I found this listing. And yeah, being an animal control officer, I wouldn't say pays like the most amazing salary in the world, but to me it is like the best job in the world, and I don't really care what it pays. So yeah, that's pretty much my advice. If you are interested in becoming an animal control officer, don't be afraid to ask questions. Reach out if you want to know something. I know we personally don't let people ride along with us, but some other agencies might. I don't know. That might be another option for you. But yeah, so that's basically all the advice that I have to give. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will try to respond like pretty quickly. I might get busy, but I will definitely try to respond. And yeah, thank you guys for asking and being curious, and let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thank you.